I think we did amp it up in this movie. I think we had to. I think it's a big part of making a sequel is that you have to develop everything, and there needs to be progression in sort of every aspect of the picture, whether it be the actual story or the sex or the characters or the relationship. Everything has to sort of be ramped up. So I definitely feel that we did that with Darker, and I think the fans will be excited by that. It's definitely I think it's got more for the fans than the first film had, which I think is cool. We changed quite a lot of stuff from the first movie in terms of how it looked, and made it slightly warmer, I think, for even Christian's apartment, with just light little touches that Nelson, our set designer, came up with, production designer, that just make it more human, I think, which is a cool thing. I really liked Christian's apartment this time round. We don't get to see a huge amount of it in Darker, but in Freed we do. But it felt somewhere like I'd want to spend time in rather than the first movie, just by adding a few little pieces here and there. I mean, there's so much more going on in this film, and it is much more than just Anna and Christian's relationship. That's obviously a big part of it, and seeing that relationship develop, and see Christian making sacrifices and compromises and changing for love, which is a very important thing, and a very relatable thing, I think. So we see that, but then there's also other elements that come into Darker. Jack Hyde's introduced, and he provides this whole new energy, and he shakes things up, and he has a massive effect on the relationship, and going forward and going into Freed, we'll see how that develops. It ends on him, so it gives you an idea of what's planned for the third movie. Sorry, but again, I think that's all an advancement, and that is all part of the fact that it's a sequel and it's Darker, and we're trying to ramp things up. So there's definitely more at play in Darker.